So welcome to the Caesars Palace Dubai and Dubai Tourism webinar today. So I'm going to hand over first of all to Andrea just to introduce herself, followed by Rob, who's going to start the presentation. So Andrea, tell us who you are.
Hello everybody, I'm Andrea Hind and I work for Caesars Palace Dubai here in the UK. I'm Senior Account Manager at Clear Marketing International. So if you've got any questions or comments, feedback, whatever it is, just let me know.
Super, thank you very much, Andrea. And Rob, introduce yourself and then over to you.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's keeping well. My name is Rob. I work for Dubai Tourism and look after trade partnerships here in the UK. So I'm really happy to be here on the call today to give you a quick update on what's new, what to look forward to when traveling to Dubai. So I'm going to just share my screen. Right, everyone see the screen? Yeah, brilliant. All right, I'm just going to start off with a quick video just to kind of introduce Dubai. Good morning, everyone, again, and thank you for joining the call this morning. Just would like to give a quick update on the current situation in Dubai, what to look forward to, new openings in terms of attractions. As you all know, of course, it's been quite a difficult 2 years, but I think we're all quite happy to see that traveling is finally getting back to normal again. Just a quick update, without going into too much details around the COVID situation in the last 2 years in Dubai. But things are luckily getting back to normal again. In terms of traveling to Dubai, nothing has changed for British passport holders traveling from the UK. You still receive your visa on arrival. There's been quite some significant changes in the past couple of weeks in terms of the PCR test requirements traveling to Dubai. At the moment, for fully vaccinated travelers, you do not need to take a COVID PCR test anymore before traveling to Dubai. However, if you're not fully vaccinated, you still need to take have a negative PCR test before traveling within 48 hours before departure. As you know, coming back from Dubai back to the UK, there's no requirements in terms of PCR testing, which is great. And also no forms required in order to enter back to the UK. Since the end of Feb, there's been quite some changes in terms of the rules around the mask wearing in Dubai. At the moment, mask wearing remains mandatory in public indoor spaces, such as restaurants, indoor hotels. But this has changed. It's now optional when walking around outside. Just to give you a brief overview in terms of what's open and what's operating, as I said, things are heading back to business as usual and back to normal, more or less. But just kind of wanted to highlight, that hotels are running at full capacity, public beaches, of course, opens, the airports open as usual, public transport, public parks, pools, private beaches, gyms and health clubs, retail sectors. This is all open as per normal again, but of course keeping in mind the high safety standards and measurements in place as well. But things are going back to normal. In terms of destination offerings and how we kind of promote Dubai here in the UK, I think one of the priorities at the moment for travel is safety, whether at the destination. As you know, Dubai belongs to one of the safest, well, one of the safest cities in the world. But also in terms of handling the COVID situation, they have pretty strict measurements in place to really monitor the situation and really making sure they take the next steps in terms of reopening the destinations. Safety measurements are still in place in certain areas of Dubai. Of course, at every touch point, you've got sanitizers in place to really make sure that everyone's safety is a priority. Winter sun, of course, a big messaging from a Dubai tourism perspective in terms of promoting winter sun when traveling during November, December, Jan time to Dubai. As you probably agree that we've had some really good numbers in terms of arrivals into Dubai during those months. Affordability, I'll speak about affordability in a second. This is especially relevant when talking about the summer months. As you probably know, the summer months, May, June, July, August, are need period in terms of arrivals. And this is where we really promote the added value experience a customer can have when traveling during those months. Culture and art, there is a perception that there's not much culture and art in Dubai, but of course there's been so many changes, especially in the old part of Dubai, where there's some fantastic museums, some fantastic experiences to really understand the culture, the heritage, and the old part of Dubai. Entertainment and adventure for the more adventurous customers. Of course, there's some really amazing entertainment opportunities, whether it's more from the adventure side, visiting the safaris, the skydiving, as you can see on the top right of the slide. And next one is gastronomy. Dubai is a place where so many different cultures come together. There's so many different restaurants. And really an amazing place and food hotspot for people that are into food to really experience different cultures and tastes. Dubai is also really known for the amazing events that happen every year, and finally we are seeing more and more events taking place again in Dubai since the pandemic. The last massive and huge event I'm sure you were all aware of was the Expo, which ends on the 31st of March. But of course, we've got a number of sports events, music events happening throughout the day. So an amazing place to also visit for events. We've got a Dubai calendar on our website, which talks about the events, so it can really add the interest of the customer and really find out what happens on a monthly basis in Dubai. Another one is stopovers, and as the Emirates network is opening up again, we will see more stopovers happening in Dubai as well. So as mentioned, Dubai is not only for customers that only see Dubai as a final destination, but in fact, whenever you sell Emirates to any other destination, whether it's the Far East, whether it's Australia, New Zealand, you could always add a stopover and have some amazing deals within Dubai. And more importantly, I'm sure you'll agree, Dubai actually has something for everyone. So yeah, an amazing place with a huge variety of offerings. In terms of new attractions, we've had so many new attractions and experiences opening up in the last year or two. One of the more recent one is actually on Blue Waters Islands, where the Caesars, which Andrea will talk about in a second, is the Ain Dubai, one of the biggest, the biggest Ferris wheel in the world. It takes around 38 minutes to get around and offers some amazing views of Dubai, a whole different perspective. We've also got the new the view at the Palm, which is an observation deck based on the Palm, allowing to have like 360 views of Dubai. Amazing view on the top right. The new Museum of the Future, which actually just opened recently as well, on the bottom right of the slide. This museum, amazing, really talks about the future, what we can expect in the next couple of years in terms of technology as well. So an amazing experience to learn more about what to look forward to moving down the line. There's the new Time Out Market, which you may know from Lisbon. I think they actually started it in Lisbon, a massive food court allowing to really experience different meals, different cuisines as well. So for the really, you know, if you go as a group, a good option, because definitely find something for everyone there. There's the new Infinity de Lumière, which is a digital art gallery based in downtown Dubai. For those who haven't seen that yet, definitely a really, really cool experience as well. And again, the new Madame Tussauds, which is actually also based on a Blue Waters Island, has just opened recently. In terms of affordable Dubai, I did touch on that in the beginning. I know there is a perception still that Dubai is really expensive. You know, it's only about, it's all really expensive in terms of traveling to Dubai. But in fact, especially when looking at the summer months, you can get some amazing, amazing deals and added value packages out there. And I'm sure Andrea will talk about this in a second as well, the amazing deals Caesars offers as well. But outside the accommodation side, you know, there's so many different ways of experiencing Dubai in an affordable way. And these are simple things like just taking the metro that really touches, you know, every key point in Dubai. And I think you can get a ticket from around 2 dirham, and it really takes you from the key attractions around the city to the old part of Dubai as well. You've got some really nice experiences like the Abra rides that take you across to the souks, for example. These are like, cost a 1 dirham per person, but I think you can actually get the whole boat yourself for just, I think it's 18 dirham, which is like £5, around £5. You've got the souks, of course, free of charge, amazing way to experience the cultural side of Dubai as well, and test your haggling skills as well. So a really, really nice place to visit during the day. In downtown Dubai, you've got the dancing fountains as well, free of charge. A really nice water show, which starts, I think, at 6:30 every evening, which is based right down the Burj Khalifa area. You've got some amazing public beaches as well, like Kite Beach or La Mer. These beaches have really developed in terms of facilities available. So, you know, restaurants around the area as well, but also changing facilities, and really a great opportunity to get to know different sides of Dubai. In terms of food, so many different areas as well. Of course, you've got some amazing popular restaurants based in Dubai, but also some really, really nice areas to experience some local food. I've listed a couple, like Karama around Bur Dubai or Deira, where you can have an amazing meal for literally less than £10, but experience some really, really nice Emirati cuisine. And not to forget the amazing museums Dubai has to offer, as I just mentioned, museums like the Museum of the Future. You've got the museums based around the old part of Dubai, which talk more about the heritage, the culture, and the history of Dubai. So really amazing things to do around Dubai without breaking the bank, really. So and especially as we come into the summer months, there's some really great added value packages, which I'm sure, again, Andrea will speak about as well, but really a great opportunity to experience Dubai. Just before I hand over to Andrea, I just wanted to let you know the available assets we've got. So we've got an online training, which is called the Dubai Expert. Again, and an amazing way to really experience this city. Basically, how it works is you can download it as an app as well. And what you basically do is you create itineraries for the audience. So based on the audience you've got and travelers going to Dubai, you build and an itinerary and get points around that. So if you've got a family going, parents with 2 children, you would build itineraries around attractions that really appeal to families. A great way to experience Dubai. We've got, if you do ever need pocket guides or maps for your customers, please do drop me an email. I've added my email down at the bottom as well. So if you've got any customers that need any guides or maps, happy to send some out. The Visit Dubai website, again, is a really good source as well for information as well. It's got a trade part to it. So if you need any support in terms of what are the current restrictions, of course, the Emirates website and the airlines website are another great source to really find out what are the requirements in terms of entering Dubai. But again, Visit Dubai website, great source for images, for itineraries as well. If you've got people going for 2 nights, 3 nights, we've got some example itineraries that you could share with customers. For those of you maybe based more on the marketing side, we've got a Dubai binder. If you need assets in terms of images or videos, happy to share some as well. Please drop me an email, and these assets you can really use to promote Dubai on your landing pages. And then we've got a competition running at the moment. It ends at the end of this month, so not long to go anymore. But if you've got any bookings to Dubai during the summer months, we've got a competition on the Travel Weekly website where we are giving out fam trips spaces for April. So if you've got any bookings arriving to Dubai in the summer months, please check the Travel Weekly competition website and submit your booking, because it would be great to get you on a fam trip. We've got spaces available, so please do submit them. And yeah, last but not least, any questions you've got, please always feel free to reach out to myself. I've got my email address at the bottom, so if there's anything you need, any questions you have around Dubai, please do drop me an email. That's it from my side. Quick update, yeah, in terms of what's new in Dubai, what to look forward to, what are the current restrictions. I'm ending the presentation with a lovely image of the Caesars Blue Waters Islands, which Andrea will get into in a minute. So once again, thank you very much for all your support and supporting the destination. We are really happy to see the destination back open again. And yeah, we thank you for your continued support. And I would like to hand over to Andrea, who will talk about the Caesars. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Rob. That was an amazing update. Do you know, I was actually out in Dubai at the very end of January, beginning of February, and it's just such an incredible destination and an amazing time of year to go, actually. Let me just share my screen here.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, it was gorgeous. Being able to walk out and sit outside, dine outside, all of that kind of thing was just amazing. But just bringing you to Caesars Palace Dubai, it's definitely a hotel offering that is pretty new for Dubai. When I say new, we have been open for the last couple of years. We didn't open at the most amazing time, if I'm being honest. So there's been a lot of mixed messaging around the hotel opening and how easy it is to book. Because it opened with a resort side and we had the palace side. So today is just a bit of an opportunity to write all of that messaging and to bring you up to date with everything that is on offer at Caesars Palace Dubai. It really is an incredible hotel. As Rob said, we are situated right at the foot of Ain Dubai, and we are on Blue Waters Island. And Blue Waters Island is an exclusive man-made island that was created. It's been in creation for the last few years, and it was finally finished a few years ago. And we have this incredible footprint on Blue Waters Island. And a lot of people have said to me, are you as far down as Jebel Ali and things like that? And I'm like, no. We really are literally just across the water from the Palm. So in certain aspects from the hotel, you have amazing views over the Palm and back over the Dubai skyline. but you actually get onto Blue Waters Island as you're coming out of Dubai Marina. So we're literally just at the end of JBR, so to speak. So you take a bridge over onto Blue Waters Island, and you come directly through a community with shops and dining and entertainment venues, and obviously Ain Dubai, the wheel as well. And then you arrive at Caesar's Palace Dubai, and we are right on the end of Blue Waters Island. It looks like it's an enormous hotel, and it's not. We have 495 rooms. So we're not absolutely huge, and everything is based around 2 towers. So this is the main thing that I wanted to get across to everybody today, is that in terms of where you sell particular clients in, and this picture in particular is really, really helpful. So it shows that we have the Palace Tower and we have the Julius Tower. Now, these are the 2 accommodation blocks, so to speak, and they are both geared up for different types of clientele. So when you arrive at the Palace Tower, it really is it's a beautiful arrival experience, and we are right, as I mentioned, at the foot of Ain Dubai, so that's always a backdrop. So of an evening as well, when everything is lit up so beautifully, it really is quite a striking landscape, which is amazing. But the Palace Tower is very much geared up for sophisticated couples of all ages. It's a real elegant feel. It has a real modern flair as well. And it's quite masculine. So a lot of dark colours, but a lot of artwork has been used. And it really is quite a striking arrival experience, which is amazing. If you're staying at the Julius Tower, you actually stay in a taxi, for example, if you're coming from the airport and you're checking in, you stay in the car just a couple of minutes longer, and you arrive at the Julius Tower, which has its own lobby, its own valet experience. And the Julius Tower is very much geared up for families. It's a lot more vibrant, it's colourful, it's really exciting, and it's very much geared up for families with children of all ages. And when I was there on property not so long ago, that really was the case. There was families with children of all ages on site. So we had babies right up to teenagers who were all enjoying the sun at that time of year. So we are definitely geared up for all types of different clients, but the Palace Tower does hold a higher price point. It's just something to bear in mind. And obviously we have lead-in rooms that go into ocean view rooms, we have suites, we have penthouses, and then we have the Royal Suite, which actually sits right across the middle of the hotel right here. Now, you might see here as well that we have apartments and residences that sit just behind the main hotel. And these accommodations are proving really, really popular, actually. The apartments offer a little bit of a bigger footprint. So if you've got a family who's a little bit larger, they do like to spread out, as you know. So the apartments are actually a really, really good choice. And the residences have been more popular than ever through COVID because we really benefit from longer stays. So we've had people that have come over during COVID and decided to stay, and they've stayed for a year. And they have use of all the facilities of the hotel, as you can imagine. And we have amazing F&B at the hotel. We have 12 different dining and bar outlets on property, as well as Hell's Kitchen, which is the Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. And it is his first Hell's Kitchen outside of Vegas. So obviously we're Caesar's Palace Dubai, and it is part of Caesar's Entertainment. So we are under that umbrella. But obviously Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas is a completely different offering to what we have in Dubai. For starters, we don't have a casino, there's no gambling on property, and we are a little bit more, it's very much laid back luxury. It's a lifestyle hotel, and there's lots and lots on offer. So we attract a lot of locals to the hotel as well, who love to dine at Hell's Kitchen, and they also like to use Cove Beach. Now you can see here, it's called the Playground. Cove Beach is our on-site beach club, and it's actually run by a third party. But guests of the hotel get complimentary access into Cove Beach every Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. And Wednesday is Ladies' Day on property. And I remember when I was there kind of midweek, and I walked past Cove Beach on a Wednesday, and it was jumping. There was a lot of stuff going on, DJs playing, there's people hanging out on the beach. And it was a really, really, really cool place to be. Now, just something to bear in mind, as you can see here, we have rooms that overlook Cove Beach. And in the last few months, we've actually redone the messaging of these rooms, and they're being sold as beach club rooms, which means they are maximum of 2 adults in every room of the beach club rooms, and they are for clients who love that lifestyle, they love the vibe, they love music, and they don't mind being played from dawn till dusk. It's never loud, and it's never kind of a bolshy kind of party scene, but it's definitely it's a real kind of Dubai vibe, which is amazing, and a lot of people love it. So we are looking at introducing packages that include drinks packages and F&B packages around these beach club rooms. So there's more information to come on that, but that's just another clientele that we also are appealing to. So we have couples and who love just in a relaxing stay, they really want to get away from it all. It might be a wellness stay because we have an incredible spa, or just a stopover, as Rob said, like a couple, we have lots of couples that come to us, stay just a couple of nights, and they'll fly on to other places in the world. So yeah, it is a fantastic location. And as you can see in this picture, we do have a private 500-meter stretch of beach. And it really is a glorious beach because we don't overlook any construction. You're literally looking straight out to the Arabian Gulf. And one thing that struck me more than anything when I was on property is that I could hear the waves. I could hear the waves breaking on the shore, which was amazing. And there was people body surfing into the beach. We have a lot of facilities. We have a water sports centre. There's a rum truck as well. And there's go-karts and golf carts that ferry people around to different parts of the resort. So it really is all self-contained on the end of Blue Waters Island. So it's a really fabulous offering. Now, just to give you an idea, this is what you will find at the Palace Tower. So the Palace Tower is home to our spa, which is K Spa, all of our fitness facilities, boutiques, we have hairdressers on site, and a lot of the food and beverage outlets as well. And we're also home to Neptune Pool and Bar. And this kind of pool area that you can see, we've got cabanas, we've got beautiful landscape trees and things like that. And it really is a place to be seen. I had an hour to kill, so I thought, right, I'm going to take myself down to the pool when I was on property. And everything is butler service as well. So as you sit down by the pool, you press a button and the butler comes over, takes your order. So you never have to lift a finger. But it's fantastic people watching, because obviously we attract people from all over the world. And it's a real Instagrammable spot, and you are just steps from the beach. So you can go from pool to the beach in around 10 steps, which is amazing. So everything is very self-contained, which is lovely. And we have an excellent F&B offering by the pool as well. Now moving on to, I think this says, oh, hello, the Julius Tower. The Julius Tower, as I mentioned, is very much geared up for families, as I mentioned, and this is where you will find our kids club as well. So as I mentioned, it is a family offering. We have the Empire Kids Club. Everything is complimentary, and the Empire Kids Club is open for children ages 3 to 12. And then we have Rome, which is a teenagers club, and it's ROAM, so a little play on words for you there. And it's from 13 to 17-year-olds. And oh my God, the facilities of these clubs are absolutely incredible. And they include indoor and outdoor activities as well. So that's all happening in the Julius Tower. And then we have Fortuna Pool and Bar, which is a dedicated kind of family pool. It's a huge pool area, but it has a graduated slope down into the pool. It has a beautiful undercover water area with water fountains and sprays and things like that for children to play in the summer months as well. So there's a lot going on at that side, but it doesn't mean that those families at the Julius Tower are not allowed to use the pool at the Palace Tower, because they are, and vice versa. So everybody has free reign of the resort, but we do have kind of specific areas which are geared up to specific clientele, just to give you an idea of that. Now, obviously, I don't want to go into too much detail about all of our accommodations because we do have a lot. But as I mentioned, as a rule of thumb, the Palace Tower has darker interiors. The amenities on offer are absolutely amazing. And something to remember is that we have a 2+1 room configuration. So if you have a family with 2 children, for example, you will need interconnecting rooms, and we can almost guarantee that at the time of booking. We have so many, which is good. And every room at the hotel either comes with its own balcony or it comes with its terrace if you're on the ground floor as well. So yeah, fantastic. And the Julius rooms are a little bit brighter, they're different in style to the Palace Tower. We have shutters on the windows, and just a lot brighter from a colour perspective, which is all in keeping with the family messaging. We do have suites on property, as you can imagine, 1-bed suites, 2-bed suites, all the way up to our penthouse as well. So really geared up for people who just need a little bit more space. Now, as I mentioned, we do have Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen on property. We do offer a brunch, one of those famous Dubai brunches that a lot of people are aware of, and it's really, really popular. So if you do have clients who are staying on site, I would definitely get in touch with the concierge team and make reservations, especially for a Friday and Saturday evening, because we do get very busy. We have Havana Social Club, which is a really, really cool Cuban bar on property that have the most amazing cocktails, tried and tested, and we also sell Cuban cigars as well, so you can have the whole experience on property, and it's just steps from Hell's Kitchen, so it's a really good place for sundowners and to start your evening before you go out to dinner. Zenway is actually no more, but this restaurant has actually become Demon Duck in the last couple of weeks, and we are home to a 3-star Michelin chef called Alvin Young from China, and it's absolutely incredible that we have a 3-star Michelin star restaurant on property, so we're very, very excited to see how that does. And obviously we have lots of food and beverage options throughout the hotel, and I won't go on about all of them, but BACCHANAL is one that I do need to touch upon because this is our breakfast restaurant, and BACCHANAL is actually located in the Julius Tower. So even if you're staying in the Palace Tower, everyone will come to BACCHANAL for breakfast, and in the winter months everybody sits outside on the terrace that overlooks the pool, and it's a really beautiful spot. And obviously during the summer months everybody comes inside, but the area and the footprint is huge. And the food and beverage options are absolutely incredible. I was blown away by, I was just staggered really by the amount of options that the guests have. So I would say the USPs definitely for this hotel are food and beverage options, our location. We have the most spectacular beach with no construction in sight. So a lot going for it, which is amazing. So I already touched upon Neptune and Fortuna. And the Venus Pool and Bar has opened only in the last, I would say, 3 weeks or so. This actually area of the hotel was closed for a long time because it was being decided what clientele we were going to allow to use this section of the hotel. Now, the Venus Pool and Bar sits right on the end of the property and has views overlooking the Dubai skyline and over onto the Palm. So we have fantastic views, but it's actually been remarketed as a very high-end beach club. So everybody's staying in the rooms that overlook the Venus Pool and Bar. It will also come with private concierge services, their own cabanas on around the pool area, the highest service and quality that we can offer on property as well. And they do pay a little bit more, so the price point is a little bit higher, but it's really perfect for guests who are maybe celebrating an anniversary, it's a couple thing and they just want to hang out, but they want to hang out in luxury, and it's pure quality and service at the heart of things. So the Venus Pool and Bar is definitely something to be looked at if you have clients in this category. Mentioned Cove Beach, obviously we have the spa on property, fitness facilities, which are all in the Palace Tower, and then our kids club, which I touched upon, which is just amazing. And event spaces for, if you need information like this, just let me know. You can reach out to me separately and I can send you all of the information that you need. But I will follow up with everybody after this. I know that Sarah's really good at sending all of your kind of email addresses and things that we can get in contact with you. But yeah, if you've got any questions, let me know. And thank you so much for listening. Sorry, talked and talked and talked.
You did, but you know, you brought it to life, and I was literally there with you. I was at that pool. I was busy looking up the chef, and it's the guy that's on Celebrity Master Chef, isn't it? The Chinese guy, yeah. So Amazing. So you've got Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen, and you've got it there as well on site. So
we're very, do you know, and something actually I didn't mention really, really quickly. I know that Rob touched upon in his presentation, affordable side of Dubai. And something that we love about our location is that you don't always have to go out for a 3-course meal. Just steps from the hotel, literally steps from the hotel, you have dining options and entertainment options on Blue Waters Island. There's a Starbucks, there's a McDonald's, there's all of those kinds of things as well. And then there's the pedestrianised bridge that links Blue Waters Island over to JBR, and you have all of those dining options as well. So you don't just have to stay in the hotel and feel like you have to dine there every evening. There are so many different options.
And that makes that destination, and that makes that hotel so unique, right?
Yeah.
With the beach, where you can leave the island pretty much and go straight into the beach. But you've got a bit of both. So you've got that island experience, but also the option to walk around and experience Dubai as a destination as well.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
Super. Okay, so sorry, my cat's decided to come and say hello. Typical. No, it's raining, so because it's raining, it's like, okay, we've got nothing more to do now. Come and annoy mummy. Okay, so if everybody can go to chat as well, first of all, and just make sure that your drop down says everyone. I'm just going to see if any questions have come in the meantime.
Excuse me.
Okay. So Andrea, Sarah's asked, what board basis do you offer?
Oh, good point. I didn't even mention that, did I? We have bed and breakfast, and we offer half board as well. But it must be said that if you're wanting to dine at Hell's Kitchen, there is a small supplement on top of the half board that guests will need to pay.
Okay. And Cassandra's asked, when do you think that they may offer the food and beverage packages?
It's going to be, do you know what, we're actually working on summer packages right now. I know that the summertime obviously in Dubai is very, very hot, but you wouldn't believe the number of Brits that actually head over to Dubai at that time of year. So we're definitely looking at some very strong summer packages, and these will be in the market very, very soon.
Ah, super. Yeah, I think the good thing with the Brits is they're very hardy to the weather. As long as it's hot, they don't like cold, but hot they can cope with.
I would go. I would go in the summer. I love the heat, so I'm like, bring it on.
But there's air conditioning everywhere anyway.
Exactly. Cocktails in the pool. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Go skiing as well if you get a little bit too hot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Many opportunities. Kendra's just asked, is there a dress code in the hotel?
No, there isn't a dress code. Just very kind of relaxed beach look. I think when I was there, if I'm being honest, a lot of people, I don't want to say dressed up, but they had beautiful style, put it that way. And I was quite taken back by it. I was like, okay, there's some really stylish people at the hotel. So yeah, there's not a dress code per se, but yeah, relaxed.
I imagine as well, you get quite a few famous people there as well with the hotel. So lots of star spotting.
Very much so. It's good. Always have your camera at the ready.
Excellent. Good stuff. So I think that's the end of the questions. So if everybody just
there was one more on in the chat, I think. Let me just double check. I think Yolanda, in terms of if a booster is required going into Dubai. So it's just boosters not required going into Dubai. It's just 2 vaccinations. Basically, that's when you're considered fully vaccinated. So a booster is not required.
Cool. That's good to know. So, okay. So we're going to now check how much everybody's been listening. So Andrew's got a question for us. My cat's still playing up, sorry. So in the chat options, just make sure your drop down says everybody. And Andrea, ask us a question. The first person with the correct answer will get entered 10 times into the spin to win. We've got a £25 voucher that'll go into your rewards account. So Andrea, fire away with your question today.
How many rooms do we have at Caesars Palace Dubai? Oh, someone came in straight away with the right answer.
We'd hope so. This was also on the summary of the click to join the webinar. So everybody's been seeing this completely now. So 495, is that the correct answer?
It is.
Excellent. So Claire was the first person. So Claire, you'll be put into the spin to win 10 times. Everybody else will be entered once. I'll do that in a little while. I'll send you all the recording out, and I'll copy in Rob and also Andrea. If you've got any further questions whatsoever, do reach out to them. In the meanwhile, just remember your Caesars Palace Dubai rewards program, where you, every 3 bookings you earn gets you a free night, so you can be going sooner than you think. And Andrea, things are going to be changing as well, aren't they, in terms of the rewards, but that's to be announced soon, so keep your eyes peeled. So a big thank you to Rob and Andrew for taking the time today, and to the agents that have been able to come on. I know you're all busy, and we do appreciate you spending the time, and again, there will be a lot of you that are watching this afterwards, so hope you've learned a lot, and if you do need any more help, reach out to Andrea and Rob, and they will answer all your questions for you. So a big thank you, guys, and we will see you all. We'll see you all soon in person, we hope.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, bye everybody. Thanks, guys.
Bye.